Hey, does anybody want to learn how to gyro turn? Wow, Coding Boy 56, what a great idea! Let's start building the program. To start off, we'll start by grabbing our variables. We'll need gyro turn, gyro port, and that's because it's a gyro program. We'll have speed, which is conveniently already there for me. I'll copy paste this a few more times until we have enough variables. Since this is a turn, we're going to also need to specify the amount of degrees we need. And this is proportional, so we need a KP value as well. We also need to specify the duration. I'll explain what that is exactly in a minute. Same with speed. The last one is actually not going to be numeric, it's going to be logic. And that's because it's either going to be clockwise or counterclockwise. I forgot to create that variable. I'll create it right now. And that's just for a user-friendly little tidbit. This is going to be a loop since we want to repeat over and over again. And now we'll start by grabbing off a few more variables. Oh, no, I almost forgot. We need to put in a little switch. It's going to read the clockwise / counterclockwise value. Copy paste that right there. Set it to read logic. And we'll set the switch to logic as well. Plug that in right there. So now all we're going to do here is set that if clockwise / counterclockwise the variable is true, then we'll keep degrees the same. We won't do anything. But if it's not, we'll negate the value. And we can do that just by using a simple math block. Multiply it by -1 and set that to itself. Just like so. Write numeric. And now it's writing the new value as -1. Now we'll set this loop to time, and we'll plug the variable durations in for that. Had it right there. Yep. And this loop will keep repeating as long as however many seconds you set the duration to. Anyway, let's do the math now. So we'll grab a math block, set it to advance, just to simplify it. Now we're going to be reading the gyro value. So we'll go to this yellow tab, the sensor values, and go to gyro sensor, read, angle, and we'll set the port to wired. And we'll take out the variable for gyro port. And the reason I put these gyro ports is just for the user friendliness of the program. Like when we use it as we're going to use it as a variable, as a parameter, sorry. Where is that? Got it. Now we'll put that into the A input, as in just a second. Now we'll use the angle variable. Actually, it's called degrees, my bad. Set to read numeric. Plug that in as the B input. Now we'll grab our KP variable. Set it to read numeric. That's our C input. Whoops. Now the normal speed, or speed rather, we're going to plug that in as the D input. And finally, we're going to grab our motor values. So here's our move tank, set it to on. Oh wait, I made a mistake here. You're going to have to copy paste this block over, and then plug in the same inputs. And the reason for that is you need to subtract the value from one motor and add it to another motor, because this is not going to be a pivot turn. It's going to be a tank turn. We want both motors moving, and they'll be moving in the exact opposite directions. So we'll just put one in either. It doesn't really matter right now because we haven't put it in a formula. All the inputs are plugged in. Were they? No, last one. Okay, now the formula we need to plug in here is A plus B times C, and then plus or minus D. One for each of the myblocks. One for each of the or A minus B rather. Times C. Wrap that all neatly in brackets, and then plus D. Now for this one, we'll put it minus D. Yeah, I got the motors right. I was just checking. Anyway, as to why this program works, let's jump into that. So as you can see, the diagram is basically the same as last week's, and that's because the program is basically the same as well. I've just made a few minor tweaks. So let's just put in some sample values for the degrees to get a better understanding of how and why this works. Essentially, the robot is turning the farther away it is from its desired target. Let's just say this is 0 and this is 90 degrees for the bot, where the cursor is. Then, if it's at 0 degrees, it has to make a far larger correction than if it's, let's say, at 89 degrees. So the closer it gets to its target amount of degrees, we want to slow the bot down to increase accuracy. Basically, by the time it's at 89, the power should be at like 1 or something very low. So let's look at the formula. Let's say it was 90 degrees. Let's just plug in the values. We're going to assume our normal speed is at 0 because we don't want the robot moving forward while this is happening. Hint, hint, this is what's going to be covered in next week's video. But anyways, let's assume it's 0. This is D minus whatever. A minus B, which is 0 at the current moment, and then the target value is 90, so it's negative 90. Negative 90 times C is, let's assume the KP is 1 for simplicity. That's negative 90 degrees. Now, negative 90 degrees is powered into the, or negative 90 degrees power is being plugged into the right side of the bot, and that's what's making it do a right turn. Whoops, grabbed the box there, but you get the idea, hopefully. Whereas for this, it's going to be powered at 90 degrees. So they're almost in the opposite. They're in the opposite direction essentially. Now, if it was at 180, it would be adding 180 degrees percent of power, which is ridiculous, of course, because well, it's a percentage and the maximum is 100. But that's assuming the KP value is 1. In reality, we're going to keep it something closer to 0.3. I think that's the value I found best for my bot, at least. But hopefully now you get a better understanding of how and why this works. Anyways, let's continue with the program. So let's make this all into one neat myblock. I'm just checking that we have everything right. Okay. Let's zoom out. And it's my block making time. Grab this entire chunk of code. Select it. Go to Tools, My Block Builder. Let's call this Gyro Turn. And give it this nice icon here. We're gonna make 6 parameters, 1 for each of the variables. Yeah, I think that's 6. Let's call the first one gyro port. Set it to input number, the default value to whatever you need. We'll keep the icon at let's go to the bottom, the port thing. Where is that? Over here. Yep, got it. Next one. Let's make this speed, I believe was the next one. Of course, same things here. Speed is, let's just call it this, and we'll put this at 0. That's what the icon is, just to remember that it should always be 0. Unless you're in next week's video, where it might not be 0. Not gonna put a spoiler there, but degrees, that's the next one. Let's call it. Let's put it as simple like that, 180 degrees, or 90, maybe that's better. Now our next variable is going to be, or rather parameter, is going to be set to duration. That's the next parameter, yep. And we're going to put this little clock icon. Now this last variable is going to be a little special. It's going to be a logic one, as we said before. And this is going to be clockwise or counterclockwise. Bad spelling. I'll put the default value at true. And what icon is there? I'll put this icon. Oh, I thought there was another parameter. Nope, we're good. That's basically the my block. Finish. And we just need to plug in our parameters. Simple as that. Oh no. Okay, I forgot to put in a parameter for KP, but that's a very simple fix. Go to edit, create another parameter called KP. I don't have an icon for this one. Whoops. Right over there. And it pops up neatly like that. And the my block updated too. So if we want, just double click. Wait, 1 second. Create a new program, and we can just grab it out like that. Now all that chunk of code is just compressed, and we can use it at our disposal. So I'm gonna fill it out for my robot, where the sensor is 2, speed is 0 of course, KP is 0.3, you need to find out its own value. The value for yourself is going to be 0.3 for my bot. I'll put the desired number of degrees of 90. This counterclockwise / clockwise to true. And this duration variable should be set to about between 1 and 3 seconds. And that gives your robot enough time to turn. The more time you give it, the more accuracy. Anyway, let's test it out. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thanks for watching. And if you like videos on my channel, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell button. And see you next week. Bye.